morning, guys. Dave here. As you can see here, we've got lots of snow last night. It's supposed to carry on through this week, kind of a snow-rain mix through the rest of the week. So I don't know if it'll stick or it'll melt. We'll find out, I guess. But today what I'm going to do is I'm going to head down south to Athol, to our filling station, to haul some water up. I've hooked up the inside tanks for our water storage through winter. We've got 220 gallons inside the cabin for storage so we can keep that water room temperature. We're having a little bit of issues. We do have a cheaper on-demand hot water unit, and that is having some issues kicking on because of the cold water. So what we're going to do is we're going to store that water inside. We'll also prevent any freezing issues, any issues that we might have long-term with our big cistern. We'll prevent those by having that water inside. So we're hoping that we can prevent the main cistern from freezing through winter so we can fill up those tanks from the main cistern. But if we can't, then at least we have a fail-safe where we can fill in directly into the tanks inside. So some of you guys have seen this. Some of you guys may have not in my other videos. This is our 400-gallon hauling tank. So we've got that loaded up in the truck. So we're going to take that down south. So here's some of our wood here. We're going to get that split and up on the porch. I don't know if this will bother covering right now. Probably just go up on the porch where we can try and keep it as dry as possible, but it'll be exposed because this isn't seasoned wood. We've got most of our seasoned wood already up under the back porch, so this is just a pile that I'll work on through the evening tonight when I get done with my other things, just getting it split, and then we can get it stacked up properly. So this is about a third of that pile that we took out a couple of days ago in the daily vlog. So it's a mix of tamarack and birch. You can see the goats are enjoying their shelter. It's not perfect, but it works. I am going to come in here in the next couple of days to a week once I get caught up on making sure we have water and all that kind of stuff going inside the cabin. And we don't have any worries of freezing. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to put another line of this. I've got a bunch of this corrugated roof paneling, so it's old from, I guess, a previous roof. So we're going to wrap it here. We're going to do a half wall in the front here, and that should get them through winter. They seem pretty okay with it. So it's not nearly as cold today as it has been. It was a lot colder the last couple of days, and even farther in a few weeks ago. You can see the goats are really fluffed out with their winter fur there. So we'll do the best we can for them. They should be all right. Moving on over to the yaks, you can see the yaks are just in their normal element, guys. They just kind of, this is what yaks do. So hey, Geeks. Hey, Geeks. How you handling that? How you handling that snow, huh? How you handling that snow? Sweet cheeks, huh? How you handling it? Was it cold last night? Was it cold last night, huh? So there's the pigs, guys. Here they come out of their shelter. You can see I got the roof on their A-frame shelter there. I just need to finish getting the siding up. And they should be good for winter too. So they're all doing good here, guys. Everyone's fat and healthy. We've got Bebop. We've got Nutella. We've got Waddles. This one doesn't have a name yet. We've got the two Idaho pasture pig girls growing up. They don't have a name yet. And we've got the two male Kune boys down here. So everyone's doing good, guys. Here's the geese. The geese, they're doing all right in the snow too. Come on, Howard. Come on, Davey. Come on. This way. Come on. Always being followed around here. Here they come. My guard geese. Guys, so that's it. We're all full up here. Just a quick stop in Athol. As you guys can see here, this is the pump station. You've got the city of Athol water rates here, and just general directions for using the metered pump here. So you've got a big tube here that you use to fill up the tank with, and so yeah, pretty cool. Funny story, that camera is a Pelco camera, and that's where my dad, when I was born, he worked for Pelco on the assembly line, and then slowly worked his way up to a regional manager for Pelco. So pretty cool. Anyways, guys, this is the pump in Athol, and oh, Pelco too. That's in it's headquartered in, I guess it's where it started, is in my hometown in California. So, yeah, cool. In the pump, we've got the 400-gallon tank fully filled. You can see we just got a little bit of weight on the tires back here. So, but other than that, the truck handles it just fine. So, yeah, let's get home. Let's get it unloaded. 210 gallons will go inside to our inside cisterns, and what's left in the tank will go into the outside cistern on the side of the cabin. So yeah, let's haul it home and show you guys how we offload it here. Alright guys, so these are our two storage tanks for our water inside the cabin as of right now. They're each 110-gallon tanks, and they're side by side here. I've got them strapped together, and we've got them on a hefty platform here. Now, these being fully exposed like they are is temporary, and right now we just have it to where we fill from the hose here. Very soon I'm going to have these finished plumbed in, and what we'll have is we'll have PEX lines running through the tops of the tank with ball valves, and we'll have a 12-volt DC pump that we can fill these onto from the small solar setup that we have here. So what we'll be able to do is open the ball valves, and that'll release pressure from the 12-volt pump, and it'll fill these tanks up. I thought about putting float systems in here. Maybe I will eventually to shut that off, that DC pump, but I'm not going to do that right away. Right now it'll just be eyeballing it and watching it fill up, and opening those ball valves to kick on the 12-volt pump. So again, 110 gallons. I don't know if you can see that water line mark there. And what we've got here, guys, is underneath here, I've also got the ability to, you can see I've got both tanks tied together here, and it's 1/2-inch PEX, and I've got the ability to, I've got a ball valve here and a ball valve here. I've got the ability to shut each individual tank off if I want to. Yeah. This line here feeds into our 12-volt DC pump line that feeds the rest of the house, as well as the outside cistern ties into that. So we can go from these 2 tanks here in the wintertime and keep these topped off and keep water inside. And then in the summertime, when we don't worry about cold water, we can run directly from the cistern on the side of the cabin. So yeah, that's it for now. So we're going to get her filled up here. I'm going to go down and show you the pump, the transfer pump that we're transferring from the tank that we just hauled from Athol, and we'll get these filled up. I did test these lines previously, and so we should be watertight. Hopefully we have no more issues. As I mentioned earlier in the video, at the very start of this video, when I tied into the 12-volt DC pump in our utility closet, we have basically what it is it's a 2-way ball valve. And in that 2-way ball valve, when I plugged in the line, I used a fresh cutoff from a fresh roll, and I didn't snip any off the fresh end. So basically what happened is it looks like there's 2 pinholes, and it looks like from some sort of clamp or whatever that at the factory they use to hold the run and then cut it. So I don't know for certain that that's what it is, but that's what it looks like to me. So if you guys are running PEX and you have a fresh roll, always remember to cut off that 2 inches at the ends. Otherwise you're going to have to go back and you're going to have to pop the lines off, and you're going to have to do it if you don't spot those pinholes. So yeah, let's get them filled up and see how it goes here. In the future, what we're going to do, guys, is these will be in here. We'll just keep them in here permanently. I'm actually going to build a guest bunk around this, fully enclosing it in, and from there we'll be able to have a little twin bed up here for guests. So all right, guys, so I've shown this in other videos. This is our Honda transfer pump. I believe the number is the WT10X or WX10T. Let me find it on here. The number's on here somewhere. Oh yeah, WX10TA is the number for this transfer pump. It's been a really good transfer pump for us. We've used it here all year. This is actually our #1 used piece of equipment out here, chainsaw being #2, and I don't think we could manage out here without this in the chainsaw. So for you off-gridders, if you're going to be doing a lot of transferring of water when you're hauling it to livestock, to transfer tanks, to holding tanks, that sort of thing, a gas-powered one like this little Honda one with 1-inch hookups and the ability to hook a hose or 1-inch hose to it makes it so much easier, guys. When I hook the 25-foot fire hose up to this, the 1-inch, I mean, we can just pump water so quick. So it's a good dual purpose pump for all of my transferring, but I could also use it for fire suppression if we ever had to out here. So that's what we got it for. Over here we've got the 1-inch ball valve, and we're just gonna, I don't know if you could hear that, but you can almost hear the water run into the pump now, so it's primed. Alright guys, we got an issue here. I don't know if you can see that, but in this first tank here in the line, in the run, so yesterday, like I said, we had a small drip on this when I test fit it. So what I did is I took all this out and reseated everything. Now, when I was tightening this up, as I was tightening it, the threads slipped. And what I thought happened was I just slipped the threads. But what happened is it looks like is I went too far, and what I did is I cracked the fitting here. So what we're going to have to do is we've got the ball valve, we've got towels down here soaking up the water that spilt. We've got the ball valve shut off here, so we can still fill up our B tank. We'll call this one the A tank. We can still fill up our B tank. And so we're doing that now, but what we'll have to do is I'm gonna have to slip the joint here. I've got the tool to remove from these push fitting valves, and that's why we got them, so I'll be able to slip that out, and we can actually pull this piece here, and we'll have to go to Home Depot and get a replacement. As soon as we replace that, we should be fully plumbed in. Tank B here has no leaks, as you can see, so that's good. The system's holding water now, and so as long as we replace that fitting here on tank A, we should be in good business, so on both tanks. All right, guys, I don't know if you can see the water line here, but it's at 360 liters, just above 90 gallons. So what we'll do is we'll top her off to the 110 gallon mark, just so we don't have any overflow issues, and finish her off. This tank has not leaked since we've been filling it, so that's good. This is the tank that had the leak, so we're gonna go to Home Depot in the morning, get what we need to replace that, and then hopefully we'll be able to have this tank filled up as well. So the girls built some giant snowballs today while I was hauling water. Pretty big, good sized snowballs. Cabin's melting pretty good. Looks like the gutters are melting pretty good. Hopefully they don't freeze too bad tonight. Solar panels covered up there, but shedding snow okay. Yeah. Starting to get dark early, guys. Starting to get dark. What time is it? It's about 4:30 right now, so I don't know if you can see too well out here, guys. Anyways, there's Howard and Daisy. I'm gonna start getting some of this wood split tonight, but I'm gonna lose you in the light, guys. So we'll show you tomorrow what we split here, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Again, daily videos Monday through Friday, guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. If you're really into us, go ahead and share us across your social media platforms. Help us grow, guys. Anyways, we'll see you tomorrow. All right.